Do you know the mistakes many Nigerians are making in 2025? Ignoring farmlands. These same farmlands that sold for about 250,000 naira per acre in 2018 now sell for about 3 to 4 million naira in 2025. That is about a 1000% growth. If you think you've missed this opportunity, no, you haven't, as 2025 is the year farmlands become gold. I am Patrick, your realtor, and I help smart investors secure their future by investing in safe real estate. Welcome to this space where we'll discuss topical issues that affect real estate in Nigeria. Like our videos, subscribe to our channel, and also turn on your notification button so that every time we drop a new content on this channel, you'll be the first to see. For a first-time viewer, you can go through our past contents as we've discussed issues that would help you make wise and informed decisions buying real estate. We've discussed topics ranging from understanding property titles across Nigeria. We've talked about the gray areas in real estate and also the tricks, shams and scams as they exist in the industry. We've also exposed property investors to the ranging properties existing in the real estate market, making them understand what they are and what their choices might be at the end of the day. So following this channel would help you make that wise investment choice. When we come back, I'll be breaking down why investing in farmlands isn't just wise, but urgent. Welcome back, everybody. So today I'll be exposing you to 4 reasons you should invest in farmlands now. First, inflation is destroying savings. As at June of 2025, Nigeria's inflation rate was pegged at 22%. And this simply means that for every 1 million naira you save, let's say in January, by December, you buy less. This is because inflation has eaten the value of that 1 million naira. When you look at farmlands, the value of farmlands increases as food prices increases. In other words, as your money shrinks, the value of farmland expands. Farmlands don't just hold value, they grow with inflation. As the price of goods or as the prices of food crops increases, so the prices of those lands that are used to produce those crops. So as the prices of food crops increases as a result of inflation, the prices and the value of farmland also increases. So farmland protects your wealth even when cash falls in value. Number 2, farmlands are wealth multipliers. And I would want us to look at this from the point of appreciation. As at 2018, the value of 1 acre of land was pegged to about 250,000 naira. In 2025, it's about 3 million, 4 million naira. 1000% increase in value or 1000% growth. Unlike city lands or unlike certain real estate development that would need development to increase in value, farmlands do not work like that. With even less development on your farmland, it increases in value. With less development, you can buy a farmland and just farm with it without bringing in sophisticated infrastructure. With time, the value of your farmland increases. Farmland appreciates naturally. You buy, you hold, you do whatever with it, it appreciates with time. Number 3, farmlands help you make passive income opportunities. The lands don't just sit idle, You can decide to lease it to farmers. You could decide to farm cash crops on your farmland, or you could decide to go into a partnership with agro-tech companies or firms, and you make passive income just by allowing your land work for you. No matter how you decide to use the land, it could serve as a passive income generating machine for you, depending on how you want to see it, until you decide to probably use the land for full-scale crop production or farming. So either ways, it helps you hedge against inflation and gives you that passive income that you so much desire. So you could decide to buy a farmland today, and in the next 5 years you have no use for it. The use for it can come in the long term, and we would explain that later. So you could decide to buy a farmland today, and most likely you're not ready to go into farming. You could decide to lease it out until when you need it. You could decide to go into a partnership with agro-tech companies until you are ready to go into full farming yourself. Lastly, farmland help solve the food security problems in the country. It helps to solve food insecurity in the country. By 2050, the population of Nigeria is projected to be 400 million people, as against what we have today. Today it's about 200 to 220 million people. So what this simply means is that by 2050, there will be so much mouth to feed, many more mouths to feed. What this simply means is that the demand for food produce or food crops will be on the increase, and with that will come price increase or increase in price of food crops. Now, demand for food crops will go up. Also, the demand for farmlands will also go up, because you will need more farmland to cater for the food insecurity that might be experienced at that time. And as you all know, the demand for or the supply of land is constant. Nobody will be producing more land as at then. You can't produce more land because land is static. So what this means is that if you're not buying farmlands right now, 2050 is just 25 years away from now, and in a twinkle of an eye, it is here. What is your plan for food insecurity? What is your plan for 2025? And one thing smart investors do is that they milk cash even in challenging period. So when you are faced with challenges, smart investors are trying to look for opportunities to make money from all those challenges. So we are faced with food insecurity, and this might be a problem even as we await 2050. But what is your plan as a smart investor? Will you want to cash out big in the future, in the long term, or will you just want to see how it goes and flow with the times in 2050? So smart investors, now is the time to start planning for the future. Now is the time to start buying farmland and making so you could make cool cash in the future, as farmlands definitely are becoming gold. This is the new oil in Nigeria, and every smart investor should look at owning a farmland so you could help mitigate the challenges that are imminent when it comes to food crisis in the future. So what this content is about is trying to advise and promote investment in farmland. And as you know, there are also bad lands, there are also fake farmland, there are also bad lands you should not be buying. So, and that is why you have us here. We can always assist you in navigating the purchase of safe farmlands that are rich in nutrients, farmlands that would help you make that wealth you really need by investing. So if you need to invest in farmlands, you're looking for a farmland to buy, my number is on your screen. Reach out to me or use the link in the description. Or use the WhatsApp link in the description, and you also chat us up, and we'll help you in purchasing that farmland. Until we see you again, stay blessed and keep investing in safe real estate.